Hello there! I am No Name and I'm back again with another episode of Sonja's Global League Adventure. So, in my last video featuring Sonja, we faced up against a Von Bolt player and we were able to show that Sonja, despite her weakness, can have a chance against Von Bolt, provided you have the right strategy, of course. This video, I will be playing against an Olaf player. So this video will really showcase one of Sonja's main weakness, which is she doesn't have anything that can close out the game. So the tendency is, since Sonja doesn't have anything to close out the game, it's gonna stall, and that's where Olaf comes in. So let's do a quick recap of the COs. So Sonja, you already know her. She has +1 Pag-War Vision. She has 50% stronger counterattack. And I think I don't mention this in my previous videos, but the opponent cannot see her HP value, which can be useful if you want to lure out like 1 HP units and making your opponent think that they're a healthy unit. Those are very niche situations, really. And she also has bad luck of around -9 to +9, which basically gives her a -10% firepower on average. So her power, Enhanced Vision, can be used in niche situations. If you want to reveal a crucial unit hiding in the forest, you can pop Enhanced Vision. Her superpower, Counter Break, all of your units will get first strike. As you can see, overall, Sonja is a very defensive CO, which is good if you have a power that gets better the longer the game gets. That's not really the thing with Sonja. That's probably why one of the harder counters for Sonja are opponents that can stall a game, particularly those with global damage like Drake, Olaf, Hawk, COs who can really scale up in the late game. That's Sonja's worst nightmare. So in this game, I'll show you how weak Sonja is in the late game. So let's go to my opponent's CO. So my opponent is playing Olaf. Nothing special about Olaf really. He gets normal movement in snow. Aside from that, he doesn't have any day-to-day power. Normal power is Blizzard. It snows for 1 day. What really makes Olaf strong is Winter Fury. It turns 1 day into snow and then global damage of 2. Like the longer the game gets, the stronger his Winter Fury becomes. Especially if you're playing defensively as Olaf, you're gonna notice how weak your opponents are gonna be after 2 Winter Furies. So let's go on to the map. This map is called 1v1 Face Shoe. I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, this is one of my least favorite maps in the Global League. I don't know, I just really don't like this map. Like, it always devolves into an HQ rush because there's really no other objectives in this game. Like, Comp Tower isn't that contested. There's not a lot of properties on the middle side. I guess you can take these 3 properties on both sides, but usually it always devolves into an HQ rush, which I don't really prefer. I like my maps more dynamic, like with a lot more objectives aside from rushing the HQ. But yeah, let's go on to the match. So let's skip the first turn because basically those are just infantry turns. And okay, here's my first strategy in the game. Because when you're playing Olaf, you have to recognize that he likes longer games. So if you're playing against Olaf, your strategy is to beat him as soon as possible. Like, break your opponent's spirit before he can pop Winter Fury. Because if he pops Winter Fury, despite whatever early game lead you're gonna get, it's going to be equalized. Like, just no questions asked. So you have to break your opponent's spirit even before they reach Winter Fury. So you have to be really aggressive, have income advantage early on, and just push them back. Because you can take advantage of Olaf's absence of a day-to-day power. So that's what you want. And for me to be aggressive, I've decided to capture these 2 properties early. Because these 2 properties, they're right bang in the center, they're very contested, that if you're able to capture this first, it's very hard for them to capture back because it's easy to defend on your end. you'll see how many turns it will take my Olaf opponent to take back these properties if ever he does. So yeah, so that's my strategy early on. So as you can see, yeah, I'm just eyeing for this property. And yeah, I skipped this cap just to rush this cap really. And day 5, none of us has opened vehicles yet. Okay, he opens up an artillery. This is a common strategy in this map because usually players like to break this pipe seam, so there's faster access to whatever unit goes out here to this area and defend it. But yeah, me, I open a recon. Because again, I want to be aggressive. I want to hold down this property as long as I can. So day 5, again, I'm already capturing this. I mean, he can interrupt this, I guess. But again, if you remember my last video, infantry capping on a city, that's 30% defense, 50% offense. So if this infantry attacks this infantry, it's gonna die. So I'm not sure if that's a good, a good strategy considering he doesn't have infantry backup yet. So yeah, okay. So I capture the far out properties here, and yeah, sets up his artillery, and he decides not to interrupt this cap, but rather go for this. Decides to go for this cap itself. That's fine. I mean, again, Olaf likes the long game, and you really don't want to be aggressive with Olaf unless you have like the force to back it up. So again, he opens up a tank on the left side or on his strong side. So, and I open a tank on my weak side. Basically, for future reference, this is my weak side. This is my strong side. Of course, somewhere in the middle of the game, there's gonna be some front shifting, but for just for naming purposes, this will be my weak side, this will be my strong side. Okay, so my recon's going center, just scouting for vision really. And see, look at this. He can't interrupt this cap. Or rather, he can't really threaten this infantry because first, it's in a captured city. So if he attacks it, I'm gonna get 50% firepower, and next turn I'm gonna have 2 HP more. So it's not really a good trade for this infantry to go down the mountains and then hit this infantry, because it's just not a good idea. Like, maybe wait for this tank, but the thing is, I already have a tank waiting. So there, captures the airport, and yeah, opens up another tank on his weak side. So again, I'm already capturing this. So as you can see, I'm already ahead in terms of properties because I already have control over the 3 cities here. So and I took one property that's supposed to be his. So as you can see, I'm kind of leading in terms of positioning. And yeah, okay, and then yeah, just send this recon because I know there's gonna be more forces here. So my objective is to use this side as my strong side temporarily, just to really defend this property. And then once I'm all settled in, like my opponent has already pushed hard on this front, I'm gonna front shift back and then just punish him for overextending. So that's the strategy right now. Okay, day 8, and okay, yeah. The drawback of this strategy is that I will lose these 2 properties on the center. Like, it will take time for me to take these back. So that's something you have to take note. Maybe try to deny this property as long as you can when you're doing the aggressive opening of capturing these 2 properties, so that it's not gonna even out in the long run. I think I failed to deny these 2 properties. That's why at the end it was an even game still, or we were even in properties anyway. So yep, I don't know how to feel about this move. Like, I should have expected like a tank to either be here or somewhere here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there could have been a tank to kill this, but the thing is, I was pretty confident that this wasn't going to die, even if there was a tank here, or in this case there was a tank here. because it's in a forest. Attack plus infantry, I don't think it'll kill the recon. So I was pretty confident that this wasn't going to die. And a 1 HP recon is still very useful. So that's fine. And yeah, so just positioning my infantry, and then here, since this is going to be my temporary quote unquote weak side, even though there are 2 bases, I'm preparing artillery to defend. Because again, my strategy is to lure my opponent to overextend and then make a sudden front shift to basically punish whatever units he has that's a bit far forward from his 1 base. So day 9. Okay, now he's capturing this, and yeah, gets shot. That yeah, he doesn't know. That's probably why he was the third to not kill this recon. I think he could have killed this recon, like if he dedicated this infantry and this 4 HP infantry. I think this would have died. But considering that you don't really know how much damage you do to Sonja, that's probably why my opponent didn't take the chance. So yeah, he tries to capture this, but again, this is so easy to defend. I have 2 infantries here. I also have a tank here, and I also have a chain tank going on here. So yeah, but you're not gonna capture that basically. So okay, and he decides to build an early battle copter. Like, okay, good for him, because I don't think I'll be building anti-air soon. I think I'm gonna build one next turn, but who knows. So yeah, see, can't capture that property, my man. Okay, so yeah, I'm setting up my wall to protect this artillery here. Okay, day 10. And yeah, he's being stealthy with this artillery, good for him. And there. Okay, he builds an anti-air. You still don't have an anti-air, so this copter is still super uncontested. Like, it's already day 10. I probably should have built an anti-air already, so this is kind of my fault. So yep, just setting up my wall. There you go. Okay, cool. Day 11. Let's see what he does. Gets vision with his 4 HP infantry. Doesn't really see a lot, so that's good. And gets trapped, and gets trapped again. And here's his first overextension. Look at this tank. Okay, let's move all of his units first. Okay, so look at this stack. This is overextending because it's just 2 turns away from my bases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hit. So already you can have 2 units to strike this. Thankfully, I have an artillery and a tank, so this one's dead. And I don't think he even damaged anything. Like, did he hit something? Yeah, he hit this infantry in the forest. Well, your punishment for doing that, you have a dead tank. And boom. Okay, that's 1 tank down. So far, going well for me. And also an infantry dead. 3 infantry, or 3 units down. And yeah, I'm just forming my defensive line here. I'm just really waiting for this artillery to blast this, so that I can put this into a more defensive position and then shift my forces to the right. So again, finally the anti-air comes in. But thankfully I have a battle copter that's ready to, like, maybe neuter this battle copter. But he has a second one, so the anti-air is really, really important. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, look at this 2 HP recon. It's still giving vision over this entire air. So I know that he has a copter, so I'm planning to send this anti-air somewhere here, so that this copter is going to get trapped because it can't push here because of the copter. It can't shift right because of the anti-air. So yeah, right now I think I've got my opponent pretty figured out. Though I didn't expect a second copter to follow up. But yeah. I mean, I guess I already saw the battle copter, so there's no use being stealthy about it. So yeah, not something I would have done, but because you really want to save your surprise battlecopter attack against a tank or something expensive, really. Like taking pot shots to an infantry when you're risking it to a possible anti-air or a battlecopter isn't really worth it. So, boom. Yes, yeah, he's killing my infantry, trying. I don't know if he's trying to break through this recon, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, he puts like what do you call this, an artillery here. So I really don't want to push through this because I'm just gonna lose. Similarly, look at that. There's so many infantry here that he can't push forward. And with the tank dead, this push here is basically dead as well. So let's see, day 12, and boom, dead there. Anti-air here, just to ward this copter off really, and then boom, and yeah, I'm starting to cap, and then putting my artillery here just to make sure that whatever tries to deny this property for me is gonna get blasted. And as you can see, I am an income ahead, but that's not enough. Like 18,000 is the golden value because you can afford either medium tanks, 2 infantry, or copter tank, 2 infantry build. So having your income at 18k, that's really good. And denying your opponent of 18k is also good because basically you can start pumping out medium tanks and they won't have the economy to counter your builds. So this is a good value. This is a good deficit for me, even if it's just 1,000, because I'm keeping my opponent away from that golden income of 18,000. So yep, I'm just protecting my artillery here, and then I built my second copter, and then yeah, tanks. Also, like, see, I'm basically full retreat here because I know how much force he has here, and there's an artillery protecting the entire death fall. So I'm just gonna back out. Like, okay. But when backing out, I'm also making sure that I can interrupt the cap here because I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to cap here. So I'm positioning my units in such a way that I could still interrupt the cap so that he won't get the 18k income advantage or income total. So yep, just continuing with my line here, and right now he doesn't have much vision of my entire army. A lot of them are hidden in the fog. So yep, again, as expected, he tried to cap this, but I already expected that. Boom, boom. Yeah, he interrupted this cap, so thankfully again I have this artillery. And again, don't really want to take pot shots against infantry using your battle copter, especially once I've already seen your copter, it's already far forward. You want to shift your battle copter somewhere. Granted, I have an anti-air here, so even if it shifts forward, like he attacks this scapping infantry, I have an anti-air ready. But yeah, the idea really is to attack with your battlecopter once and then shift it somewhere else. Because if you don't, it's gonna die via anti-air or another battlecopter. So I guess he does it because he has another copter backing it up, but I'll be able to shut down really quickly. So okay, yeah, didn't die, so I can join Kata later. So yeah, I'm just in a position to interrupt. Like I'm not planning to kill this infantry just yet. I just really want to delay the cap so that I can position my artillery here and then further deny it. So okay, copter's moving in, and then tank just kills it. Boom. And copter, yep, recon's dead. Boom. And yep, I reveal the anti-air, I hit the anti-air. Boom. And then lo and behold, I used my normal power. The reason why I used my normal power is I wanted to kill this tank and this tank, because I already damaged the artillery. I've killed like infantry here. I already killed the battlecopter. If I'm able to kill these two tanks, that's GG. So that was my game plan. But again, I'm playing as Sonja, so I have 10% bad luck. Even with the comm tower plus 10% from the power I'm still not guaranteed to kill this tank simply because of Sonja's bad luck. So again, I'm taking a big risk here. So yeah, kill one tank, first tank, second tank, and boom. Look at her value after this, and look how much units I have on the field compared to him. So look at that, 76 to 120, 25 to 37. When I did this attack, I was like, okay, my opponent, I really hope he resigns now, because that was a devastating attack. Like, I killed the copter, I killed two tanks, and damaged the anti-air. Basically, it's all useless now. But he has a Neo tank. I don't know it yet, but I'll probably see it later on, since I have crazy vision. But yeah, I think this Neo tank was the thing um, that that made him keep pushing. So, okay, when I saw this move, okay, he's not gonna resign. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that later. So yeah, he shifts his battlecopter since he knows I have an anti-air here and a battlecopter, so any air attack here isn't gonna work. So builds a medium tank, Neo tank. Okay, let's fix that buggy vision. Alright, next, since he backed away, all of these infantries are free kills. Since, I mean, retreating was the correct move, but yeah. He just gave me a lot of free infantries here. Boom. Look at that. All of these infantries are just dying. So, look at how many units I have. I have 40 to his 24. Usually in this map, since it's pretty small, you really don't get 40. Like, it averages at around 30 because there's a lot of engagement happening. But as you can see, I am winning very strongly in this game. Like, unit count value, I'm just winning. So, and I think this is where I saw the Neo tank. Did I see the Neo tank? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the turn that I saw the Neo tank. And when I saw that, I'm like, okay, that's probably why he didn't resign, because he has the Neo tank. So upon seeing that Neo tank, my thought process was, okay, for me to make him resign, I have to kill this Neo tank. I think once I kill this Neo tank, he's gonna resign. So that's my next objective in the game. As you can see, I'm not trying to gun for this HQ, because the thing with Olaf is that HQ rush doesn't really work, because he can just pop Winter Fury and all of your units are gonna get stranded here. You're not gonna cap the HQ because your capping infantry has -2 health. So HQ rush against Olaf isn't really a good idea. So right now I'm just trying to win the army versus army fight. So yeah, he keeps trying to deny this, but I'm gonna get that. Day 15. So boom, yeah, I'm just killing off his infantry really, and then yep, my artilleries are in position. Yep. Right now I'm just really, again, just making a defensive line, because I'm expecting the superpower to come anytime soon. So whatever push I had going on, I had to postpone it for a while. So yep. So again, I'm playing defensively here, expecting the Winter Fury to come online any second now. Because the last thing you want to happen when your opponent pops Winter Fury is that your units get stranded. Like, they're too far forward that they're vulnerable from your enemy's units, and they cannot retreat because of the snow, and the reinforcements not gonna reach them because of the snow. So that's really the worst case scenario when playing against Olaf. So yep, I already capped this. I'm gonna cap this. So yeah, so far so good. If you can remember this 2 HP recon, that's the recon that got shot here. It got here, provided vision, and then it shifted all the way up here, and it's out of fuel. That's how useful this recon has been in the entire game. And I think at this point he hasn't killed any vehicles. Like, when I checked the KDA counter, I think our score was at around 23-2. Like, I killed 23 units of his and he's only killed 2 units of mine. So I'm like, okay, the Neo tank's really the objective. Once I kill this Neo tank, he's gonna resign. So Yep, that's probably why I built a rocket. I probably didn't have enough money to buy a bomber, because bomber is really the perfect counter to the Neo tank. But you know what? A rocket, that's fine. Like, I can lure the Neo tank to overextend, and then my rocket's just gonna shoot it. So, here we go. Yep, I'm just consolidating my units to the center because I know that Winter Fury is popping, so I want my units to be as close as possible so that they can back each other up. So there you go. Yep, I'm just mech spamming here to protect this property. So yep, okay. Day 17. And yeah, he's already capping this. Whatever. Boom. And I think this is turn to pop. Oh, he doesn't pop Winter Fury yet? Okay. Yeah, okay, now his Winter Fury is active. And boom. And yeah, I interrupt this. You should have expected this anti-air. Actually, I was expecting that there was an anti-air here. I don't know why I still kept with this. I just really wanted to deny this property, which at one point, maybe it wasn't worth it anymore. Like, just let him have it. I'm gonna have this property anyway. So, you know, small mistake on my end. I guess the reason why I felt confident because I had an artillery backing it up. So if ever my copter dies, I can kill this anti-air. But that's still a 1k deficit on my end. So, as you can see, Olaf slowly inching forward. And look at this. So yeah, again, I'm just pushing my units to the center so that they're all defending each other, even if there is Winter Fury. So boom. Look at that. He almost caught up with me in terms of value. Like from 135 to 188, pop Winter Fury, boom, he's almost caught up. Like once he buys his units, he's gonna be ahead of me in terms of value. So look at this. Such a good, yeah, this is such a broken power really. And look at that, he just kills my units. Boom, yeah. Nah. And as you can see, he's now ahead of me in terms of value. But you know what? That's fine. Like, cause like look at that. Even if I buy my units, I'm still at 152. So let's see how I try to react. So as you can see, I already built a bomber to counter this Neo tank because that's still my mindset. I just have to kill this Neo tank. Kill this Neo tank, he probably is gonna resign. Boom. Yeah, I just do as much damage as I can, really. So yeah. Yeah, I just retreat because you really don't want to push when it's winter. So yeah, I just retreat and hiding my units in the fog because I'm aware my opponent doesn't have a recon. He has very terrible vision. His only source of vision probably is going to be this mountain, which I can easily kill with anti-air and a couple of infantries. So yeah, right now he has terrible vision considering he's already relying on medium tanks and Neo tanks to push his army forward. So yeah, again, he tries to cap this. He's doing a mini push here, but yeah, he really wants to capture this property. Like, look at this. He's already mass capping my properties on both sides. So, but yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. You just really want to lure your opponent into a false sense of security by backing away. And then be prepared with indirects. Like I have an artillery, I have a rocket, and I have these tanks like to kill these two. So let's look at the start. Bam, bye. Bap. Yep, I'm just killing units here, dead. And then counter break. Again, counter break isn't really that useful. I only pop counter break just so I can have that 10% attack power for popping my superpower. Like, this offense wouldn't have made any difference if I used Enhanced Vision. And in hindsight, I probably should have just used Enhanced Vision here. So boom. Yep, I'm able to interrupt the cap. Boom, and my bomber is slowly inching forward. Boom, boom. Yep. And I'm able to surround his artilleries here. So they're not gonna be as useful anymore. So my mech's moving forward. Yeah, look at this. I'm able to like do a surround here, and I'm able to interrupt this cap. Although, yeah, okay. The reason why I placed the anti-air here because I wanted this Neo tank to kill this anti-air, so that my bomber can get in position and kill the Neo tank. But sadly, that doesn't happen. Like he does the correct move and backed away. Yeah, that's the correct call here, because he knows I have a couple of indirects at the back, so pushing forward isn't really gonna work, considering he's already near his second Winter Fury. So yeah, yeah, just the correct. It was the correct call. Just get the hell out of here and regroup, because you're about to get your superpower anyway. And considering I also have my counter break, so pushing further isn't really a good idea. Day 20 rolls in, and as you can see, he retreated most of his units. That's good. And yeah, I was so annoyed. This should have died. I think I got a bad luck, and that's how this infantry survived. Any other CO, I think this infantry would have been dead. But whatever. Yep, I just interrupt the cap, and I put my tank here and kill. I think I'm gonna kill that infantry. Boom. Put my rocket here. Okay. Yeah, I just kill units there. Yeah, I'm just killing as many units as possible. So, and positioning my units for a proper counter attack. So look at the positioning of my units right now. Particularly this artillery, and yeah, basically the rest. If you've watched my previous videos about artilleries and how they can be used as baits, this is exactly what I'm doing. So I want any of these expensive units to kill this to kill this artillery really. The thing is, he doesn't have vision. So if he kills the artillery, he won't have vision of the rest of what's going on here. Because the thing is, I don't want Olaf to keep on stalling the game. Because if he does that, he's going to win. I want to bait Olaf into being aggressive, so that I can take advantage of his aggression and then do a massive counterplay. That's what I'm going for right now. That's why I place this artillery not yet at vision range, but I expect that it's gonna be at vision range pretty soon. Like he just has to move this infantry and he'll be able to spot my artillery. So that's my thought process around this turn. So day 21, boom, yeah, just keeps pushing now. Boom, boom. Yep, as expected, he kills the artillery. I would have like I was expecting the worst case scenario is that he's gonna attack this tank with the Neo tank, but I guess he didn't have vision over my units there. So yeah, he saw the thing, he saw the tank, and kills it with the medium tank, and kills. Yeah, as you can see, that was a pretty devastating turn, but they were worthy sacrifices for this next turn. Because look at the next turn. Okay, right now I'm just killing units. Basically, I want charge because I need to get my power off. Because without power, I wouldn't be able to one shot this Neo tank. But with the power on, there is a possibility. It's at around 98 to 104. I don't know. I'm gonna show the counts. So without the power, it's at 81 to 97. With power, there is a chance that I can one shot it. So that's why I wanted as much boost that I can to wipe out this entire army here. So yeah, I'm just again getting power, and then as soon as I get power, boom, enhanced vision. So bomber, boom, that was a very good luck roll. Like I had a backup plan, like I can use this tank to kill the Neo tank, but thankfully I didn't have to resort to that, so this tank can attack another unit next turn. So yeah, rocket hit the 5 HP medium tank, and boom. Yeah, I'm just killing units here. Yeah, this artillery here, damaging that, and then any other CO, this might have been dead. I think I got a bad luck roll here. Again, let's check the damage calculator. There was a chance that I could have killed this, like at max roll, because I'm assuming this tank isn't at max 3 HP, it's at around between 21 to 29. So there was a chance. But yeah, whatever. Um, so yeah, just kept boom, 1 HP. And yeah, just join cap here to make sure that I capture this next turn. And right now I killed his Neo tank, so I'm like, okay, maybe this is the turn that he resigns. Because look at this. I almost double his unit value, and we have like a 16 unit deficit. So I thought, okay, maybe this is the turn he resigns. But he pops Winter Fury, and just like that, he has a fighting chance again. It's really a test of patience to go against Olaf. Because like, God knows, he's a very tenacious CEO. So right now, I'm like, if I keep playing this as I'm playing it right now, I'm gonna lose the long game. So my mindset right now is, I need to capture this HQ before he's able to pop his Winter Fury again. So I already prepared a transport copter to rush this. And my strategy basically is, after I capture this, I'm gonna shift my forces to this side, shift these forces to this side, coalesce, and then just rush this HQ. That's the game plan right now. Okay, so look at the sneaky recon. It's giving me information on what comes out of these spaces. So since I know that there's this anti-air, I can track this anti-air to make sure that it's always out of range of my bomber. So yeah, right now just kill as many units as I can. I even killed the media attack at 1 HP because I don't want that coming back to life. Yeah, I'm just killing everyone that I can kill here. Boom, boom. Okay, day 23. This is already a long game for this map, and even a longer game considering there's an Olaf player. So, yep. Yeah, whatever it was here died. Okay. Day 23. Oop, yep, you're not gonna recover that artillery, man. And yeah, I just hide my bomber because I know where this anti-air here thanks to this recon. So yeah, I know where that is. Like I was willing to sacrifice this battle copter because first it's at 6 HP, at the second it also has like 25 fuel, it's not gonna last long, so you know, why not let it die. Like I also have a medium tank to like punish the anti-air, so that's cool. So yeah, my transport copter is just on a mission. Mission impossible, capture this HQ. So okay, rocket, yep, goes here. My strategy right now, since I'm planning to rush the HQ, I'm playing defensively. Like I just want to put this rocket in this city so that I'll be able to defend these two properties with minimal defenses, while the rest of my army is on this side. So yep, day 24. Yep, units are dying. Yeah, my mech dies. Here. Here's the beauty with vision. Since I have vision of this anti-air here, I know this anti-air is here. I know that this medium tank is free. So that's the first thing I do. First hit that. Look at that. Like I wasn't really, my objective in damaging this medium tank isn't really to kill the medium tank. I just wanted to drain his funds. Because right now I know that I'm at a very big income lead, considering I have this property, I have this property, I have this property, and I also have this property. So 16 to 20 income lead at the map as small as this one, that's pretty devastating. So just wanted to drain his funds further by attacking his units on city. So yeah, that's dead. Yeah, this wasn't, yeah. Right now, again, I'm not overextending. I just have an artillery to defend this property, and the rest are somewhere in the back line. So yeah, I even killed it. Yeah, I guess I was feeling a bit top here since I have a medium tank already here. So I actually pushed. I thought I was playing more defensively here. Like, boom, yeah. I was playing more aggressive here because, as you can see right now, I'm just focusing all of my blob here because this is the target. I'm on a timer right now. I need to reach this HQ before he pops Winter Fury. So yeah, again, just artilleries here to I don't know why I was building artilleries. Tank would have probably been better, but whatever. So yeah, again, using the artillery as bait, I have a healing rocket here. So good luck. Yeah, he tries to like cap this. I think I'm gonna interrupt that next turn. So yeah, he pops Blizzard. I don't know why. So when he popped Blizzard, I'm like, okay, this one's gonna resign soon. Like, thankfully, because I don't think I can last another Winter Fury if this game kept going. So I think he was thinking that if he popped Blizzard, my reinforcements wouldn't reach this units in time. More so if he has Blizzard, I might not be able to interrupt this cap, but the thing is, I'm still able to do all those things. Like, boom, yep, dead. Like, I got, like, not really a free hit, but I got a rocket hit with this medium tank. And, yeah, I'm able to interrupt the cap with my medium tank. Also got to strike this, so this push is dead now. Like, no chance it's gonna succeed. And then my medium tanks just zoning everything out in this area. And yeah, right now this infantry is positioned to cap this property already. So since he doesn't have any recons, he doesn't have vision over this infantry, because I really don't want this infantry to get hit. Like that's my game plan right now. And day 26, yep, finally resigns. Like I felt like he was gonna resign as soon as he popped Blizzard, because that's really what you do if you're Olaf. If you're losing, just pop Blizzard and then resign next turn. So, insights for this game. As you can see, Sonja's main weakness is she doesn't have a game-winning superpower, or a game-winning power for that matter. So you really want to end the game early as Sonja. But the thing with Sonja is she doesn't really have offensive powers. Like, most of her abilities are very defensive. Her 50% increased firepower and counterattack is very defensive. His fog of vision, his +1 vision in fog of war, maybe that's a bit aggressive, but it doesn't really help you push. She has 10% bad luck, which already means that your push isn't going to be as strong. So you have to rely on indirects to lure your opponents in. But with an opponent like Olaf, that's not gonna work. So, in terms of countering Sonja, like, her worst opponents are the stally COs, like Drake. Like, in tier 3 alone, Drake is gonna crush Sonja. Like, no questions asked. Like, if you're matched against a Drake player with Sonja, like 80% of the 80% of the time you're gonna lose. And with tier 2 with Olaf, like definitely you're gonna lose. Like in this game I won because I was able to secure a really huge lead against Olaf, but as you can see, even that's not enough really to secure the game early on. So I think if this Olaf player didn't resign, like he kept dragging the game, I think he could have won. Because it's gonna be a battle of attrition, basically. And I think I'm gonna lose that long term. But if he does that, the game's gonna end at around day 40, whatever. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to see more Sonja content, just let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Goodbye.